Hello, I'm Rochelle, a realtor here in the Hamilton, Burlington, and surrounding areas. This is episode 99 of the Genuine Realtor Show, which airs every Friday. Today we are sitting down virtually, of course, with the brilliant Gita Mungo of Claystone Mortgages. She's going to help bring some clarity to the COVID-19 response plan and what's changing on the mortgage front. Ready? Let's go. Gita, thank you so much for joining us to share some wisdom and clarity on what's happening with mortgages here in Ontario.
Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to this chat.
It's our absolute pleasure. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive right in. Gita, what is going on with mortgages in Ontario?
We are living in unprecedented times right now, and there is a sea of uncertainty and constant change right now. The bad news is that banks are definitely changing their policies and getting a lot tighter because of the lack of job security out there. Banks obviously don't want to lend you a mortgage if you might not have a job in 3-4 months. The wait times as well. We are seeing incredibly long processing times for mortgage applications. Typically it's a day or two. We're looking at a week and a half. It's absolutely crazy. But everyone is being as positive as they can, and I'm seeing patience, which is being exercised by both lenders, underwriters. We're all in this together, and everyone is being forgiving of time.
So Gita, a lot of people are feeling a bit of relief about the possibility of deferring mortgage payments. Can you explain some of those ins and outs?
The payment deferral program that the big banks and lenders are rolling out definitely are offering incredible relief. They are working case by case. So you literally have to call in to find out if you qualify for the payment deferral. You don't automatically get 6 months. You have to show that you are in financial hardship. But once again, we're all in this together, and I am hearing some wonderful stories. Banks are being very, very forgiving. The wait times are absolutely intense, so just be patient. Now, when you're actually talking about a mortgage deferral payment, the interest is still accruing on your mortgage. And so what is happening is that interest that is accruing every single day is being tacked on to the balance of your mortgage. So it's a huge relief month to month, but the balance of your mortgage is going to increase. So you're going to pay more interest over a long period of time.
What about if your municipal taxes are built into your mortgage payments? What happens then?
You still have to pay for the property tax portion if it is part of your mortgage payment. As a homeowner, you have to keep your property tax up to date and your home insurance up to date as well.
So how long do people have to catch up on the balance owing if they do decide to defer their mortgage payments?
Now that completely depends upon your bank or lender. Everyone is treating this differently. There are some that are making sure that at the end of your term, your balance remains what it should have been. So therefore, if you use the payment deferral, then your monthly payment is going to increase significantly to get you to where it should be at the end of your term. There are lots of lenders, nicer ones if you ask me, that are letting you add it to your mortgage balance and then letting you pay that off for the rest of the life of the mortgage amortization.
Interesting. So you should talk to your lender about all of the terms before you sign up for that deferral.
Yes, you have to know, if I defer, what will my mortgage payments be afterwards?
Now, will the deferrals affect your credit?
Equifax has come out and stated publicly that it will not. I don't know what that looks like. They're not sharing that exactly with anyone, but no, it will not negatively affect your credit score.
Beautiful. So long as you have that deferral agreement in place, you can't just miss a payment and then hope for the best.
Absolutely. Mortgage deferral does not mean not paying your mortgage on your own accord. You have to have that policy changed, in place, and in writing.
So what other options do people have at their disposal if they are worried about making those mortgage payments?
Well, you can contact your lender and see if you can re-amortize your mortgage. Stretch out the life of your mortgage back to what it originally was contracted to, whether that's 25 years or in some cases 30 years. That will alleviate your mortgage payments month to month, quite drastically sometimes. Number 2, you can refinance and roll any outstanding debts, lines of credit, credit cards, anything that have high interest payments if you roll them into your mortgage, you're going to pay significantly less month to month because you're paying it over 25 years.
Amazing. So that might be a breath of fresh air for some people if they're worried.
Yeah.
So for people looking to buy, what changes are we seeing?
I would say the largest stressful change right now is the processing times. Purchases are being given first priority. So if you have a conditioning of finance date, you are jumped right to the top of the pile. But even then, processing times are longer than they used to be. The other painful side of this is home appraisals. The process is changing. Their home appraisers don't want to go into people's homes. I've heard some stories where people are using their phone. I think you had mentioned something about that to me. We spoke, and I've since heard it again.
So, I mean, you have to change with the times, right? You either change and figure out a way to make it work, or you're out of a job. We live in a time of wonderful technology, so hopefully we can keep the social distancing up.
Yeah, and you know what? People are being more understanding than ever. And if there's a will, there's a way.
So now, what is happening with the proposed changes to the stress test?
The proposed stress test that was supposed to roll out April 6th has since been benched. There is too much going on right now in the market for any more significant change. What has happened though is the Bank of Canada did decrease the qualifying rate, which is fantastic. So they dropped it from, it was 5.19. The qualifying rate right now is 5.04.
A big topic of discussion are the low rates we are seeing. So what is happening with fixed rates?
Mortgage rates are a roller coaster right now. Before the storm of March 13th, the mortgage rates did a slight decrease and it was absolutely wonderful. And then they have been steadily climbing right now, but they're still low. Any mortgage rate under 4% is a low mortgage rate.
Now, what about variable rates?
Anyone that already had a variable rate has a massive grin on their face. That is because previously the variable rates were discounted by about 1%. So right now you're looking at having, less than 2% on your mortgage rate. It's fantastic. Because prime is so low, prime is 2.95. What we're seeing is the discount from prime is somewhat evaporating. But variable is such a fantastic option because no one thought that they were going to be having to refinance, and a lot of people are refinancing right now. And with a variable rate mortgage, you pay a very, very small penalty to break. So yes, I love variable mortgage rates very much.
And the last point we are going to touch on today, do you have any pearls to share for people who are up for renewal on their mortgage?
If your mortgage is up for renewal, you do not have to requalify for a mortgage. So the stresses of job security are not yours. It's a good spot to be in. You can sign on the dotted line with your lender, whatever rate they're offering you, and you just move forward. But you also can still change lenders if you're up for maturity with no penalty, but you obviously have to requalify and it is income dependent.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Geeta.
Thank you so much for having me today, Rochelle. It was a pleasure.
Where can people find you if they have any questions or would like to discuss what their options are?
If anyone would like to further discuss anything that I've touched upon today, you can reach me at geetamungo.com or claystonemortgageteam.com. You can Google Geeta Mungo on Facebook, Instagram. I am literally the only Geeta Mungo in the world, so I'm very easy to find.
I love it. I love it.
Don't forget to grab a free copy of our Must Ask Questions for your lender before you decide to defer.
Please reach out to me or Geeta if you should have any questions. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Until next time, keep it genuine.